Should you buy pound dollar today? Well, ultimately that decision is up to you, but throughout the course of this video, I'm going to be going over all the different reasons why pound dollar is our one and only very bullish bias in the Edge Finder today with this score of +9. Let's start off by taking a look at pound dollar on the chart. Here we can see today pound dollar has got a nice big green candle here on the daily chart. Today pound dollar has been moving quite a bit. It's a pretty solid candle on the daily chart, and if we break it down by the 4-hour chart, we can see this nice uptrend starting to form here on the 4-hour chart, almost to these highs here, but looks like we closed on this candle here above what might have been a pretty strong level of resistance right here. And if we go on the hourly chart, looks pretty much the same, pretty similar. In fact, it's trading up so much so fast that according to our trading view indicators here, the extension zones indicator that you can find on our website, a1trading.com, along with our momentum indicator and other things as well. Price may even be overbought right now. It may be due for a little bit of a reversal, but we're talking long-term trends here. And we want to find out if pound USD is going to continue to move upward, not just today, but in the following days as well, because we want to catch a big move, right? So let's hop back in the Edge Finder and take a look at a few more things, starting off with COT data. So what does COT data have to say about pound dollar? Well, I can see right here what it has to say about the pound. The pound is actually the most long favored asset, currency rather, from smart money traders. You can see they like gold and the US 30 just a little bit more, but pound sitting pretty solid here at 69% long from smart money traders, whereas the dollar is pretty much 50-50. We have 52.49% long, 47.51% short. That is way too close to being right in the middle, 50-50, for us to say that they prefer it one way or the other. Whereas the pound, on the other hand, sitting at nearly 70% long, clearly institutional traders, smart money traders are favored long on the pound. Here's what else is interesting. The pound, from last COT report to our most recent COT report, they added so many long contracts. 6,609 long contracts added since the last COT report, and they closed 9,388 for an overall net percent change of 6.4, putting it at the very top of our list, meaning not only were they already long favored on the pound, but from the last report last week to this report this week, they've only gotten even more bullish on the pound. What about the dollar? The dollar had pretty much no change. You can see that we had 2,622 long contracts added, but we also had 2,159 short contracts added, which just further confirms that smart money is very undecided on which direction the dollar is going to move. 52% say it's going to be long, 47% say it's going to be short. Nobody really knows which way the dollar is going to move right now. But smart money is pretty confident on what direction the pound is moving. Let's check out the smart money indicator. We have 4 brand new indicators built for TradingView, introducing the momentum, extension zones, trend projections, and volume spikes indicators. All 4 indicators work on every TradingView chart and time frame. You can easily see shifts in bullish or bearish momentum. Look and see if price is being overbought or oversold, which could cause a quick reversal. Automatically get a trend line that shows the true trend, bullish trend, and bearish trend based on the most recent market data. Get notified instantly of big spikes in volume to help you find breakouts. All 4 are available now at a1trading.com and can get set up in just a few minutes. Go check out our brand new line of TradingView indicators today. Here's Pound USD. Actually, you know what? Before we get into Smart Money Indicator, let's check out retail positioning. Major currency pairs only, because we're just talking about pound dollar. Pound dollar, right here in the middle, 57% of retail traders are shorting pound dollar, whereas 43% of retail traders are long. Now, unfortunately, because oftentimes retail traders are wrong, we actually do the inverse of what the crowd is doing. So you can see here, USD CHF, highly favored on the long side by retail traders. That's a bearish indicator for us. USD JPY, highly shorted by retail traders. That's a bullish indicator for us. And so even though pound dollar isn't technically across that 60% threshold that we need to get it a bullish or bias signal, 57% is pretty close to giving us a bullish indicator. Not technically yet, but pretty close to giving us a bullish indicator here. Now let's check out the Smart Money indicator. We can see price, this white dashed line here. This is the price of pound dollar from November 22nd all the way to current day, present day. This blue line here, this is COT positioning. So if we're under this zero neutral line running right through the middle of all this stuff right here, we know that they are bearish. If we are above this line, we know that they are bullish, right? And then this red line is what the retail traders are doing, what the overall crowd is doing. Are they overall long or overall short? Well, we can see price for a while, slowly but steadily made its way higher. It topped up here, or peaked right here at the end of the year last year. Since then, it's come down a little bit, but in the month of February, right, we've been trending higher. And in fact, if we look at seasonality really quick, seasonality monthly, let's look at pound dollar. Actually, February historically is not a great month for pound dollar. Not a great month historically for pound dollar. Although we can see here from February 6th to present day, we have been trading higher. Now, this information might be a little bit skewed considering this huge drop right here from February 2nd, right? From February 2nd right here to February 6th right here, we had a major sell-off, but we've been trending back up since then. So that's a good sign to see for our bullish idea here. But let's focus on what retail and COT are doing. So COT has been short on pound dollar up until they really didn't get favored long until last month. Because if we look at this, this is way too close to this zero line. Here they were short. Here they were absolutely short, but they were losing their short bias, and now they're kind of neutral, just hovering right barely above this zero line right here. I'm going to say that this is just neutral bias until bang, right here, January 19th. That's when it shifts, and that's when they fully become bullish on pound dollar. And they've stayed bullish ever since, holding it through this range right here. They didn't panic during this drop right here. In fact, they actually got more bullish when price went lower, expecting it to bounce back, and that's exactly what happened. So they actually got more bullish. Price bounced back. Some of those traders may have taken, a little bit of an out here, but still overall favored bullish on the pound. Retail, on the other hand, they've just been up and down this entire time. They were bullish, they were bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, so on and so forth. Really, really bearish to really, really bullish, back to bearish, back to bullish. So to be quite honest with you, I'm not even sure what to make of retail at the moment. Retail is all over the place. They were, really bullish at its absolute lowest, and then they sold off as price started to go back up. COT, on the other hand, is more so what I want to focus on, and they are staying bullish even throughout this dip. They've stayed bullish and still are. Now, so far, we've seen the score of the Edge Finder very bullish, score of +9. We've seen that COT is very heavily favored long on the pound. They're pretty 50-50 on the dollar. We've seen that retail, day traders, they're still kind of 50-50 on pound dollar, but pretty close to giving us that bullish signal right here because they're so heavily favored short. Not quite there, but close. And we've seen how those two things overlaid against each other look against the actual price of pound dollar. Retail is all over the place. COT steady and patient and overall bullish on pound dollar right now. The last thing I want to look at is any important news events, because I do know that there are some US news events happening later in the week, and this, depending on what these reports do, could help strengthen the dollar and maybe throw a wrench in this bullish idea that we have going on. But let's see. So Wednesday we have FOMC meeting minutes. Now, this is not the actual FOMC report. This is an update on the previous FOMC report, but could still be highly volatile on the US dollar, and that is happening at 2 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So that is definitely something to look out for. And on Thursday, we actually have some pound news and dollar news. As far as the pound goes, we have flash manufacturing PMI and flash services PMI. Same with the US, flash manufacturing and flash services. And we also have unemployment claims per usual on Thursday. So a little US news here happening tomorrow afternoon. And then Thursday morning, we have pound news as well as dollar news. So certainly some things that could cause some volatility on the pound dollar pair happening over the next 2 days. So with all of that in mind, what do you think? Let us know in the comments below. So with all of that in mind, what do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Are you bullish on pound dollar, or are you going to be a little bit more patient and wait and see if another entry forms? If you want the Edge Finder for yourself, you can find it in the links down in the description below or on our website, a1trading.com, and you can use promo code A1YT at checkout for a discount on the Edge Finder. Did you know we do a live trading show Monday through Friday with guests from all over the world? To get notified when we go live, click the bell button next to the subscribe button or check in at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We have helpful, free content in the description below and on our website, a1trading.com. Thanks for watching today's video, and we'll see you tomorrow.